Yashala. I'm saying come Yashala. Ay, come Yashala. Rise is real. Rise is real. I pray to God I will wake up. He answered me now that I woke up. I feel like I gotta say something. I gotta try to erase out all of their lies, all the fake stuff. The shit that they taught us was made up.
Out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land.
Right, and so this is talking about the Assyrian captivity. And if you get to look at the artifacts from the Assyrian captivity, these are men who were taken captive, and these men had cornrows. Now, what race of people have cornrows for the majority? Right. And so
it says, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathens and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwell.
Right, and so this is a land which nobody called or considered their own, but different people kind of lived in America and treated it like a free place. There you had some people who like conquered little spaces, but like as a majority, it was like a place of free like people, and people could kind of exist all over.
Right.
So you can continue on that.
That they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and they held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Osiris.
Right, and so this happened many years even before Christ was born, that people existed in this land. So they got to this land and they dwelt in this land, and they tried to get back to the commandments of God, but they kind of still weren't doing it perfectly. So that's why I don't think we have any on us. Y'all gotta remind me. But y'all try to come here next week?
Yeah, if you're in the area, you'll be able to find us. We're not hard to find. We'll be here about the same time next week.
Yeah. For sure. Can you give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13? I just want to share this with you. Do you know what the duty of men is on this earth?
No.
Okay. Let the Bible speak.
Men,
humanity.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 13, chapter 12, verse 13.
Fine.
It said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right. And so our point on this earth is to fear God and keep his commandments. Are you familiar with the commandments of God? Well, there's many more, right? But the ones that always get mentioned are the so-called 10 commandments, right? But he continues to speak, but the people got afraid, so his speech kind of got like disrupted a little bit. But he was still speaking. But the commandments of God, grab me Exodus 20, verse 8. But they go back to us loving one another and loving God. Those are the two most important premises. Because if I love you, I'm not going to kill you, right? If I love you, I'm not going to steal from you. If I love you, I'm going to make sure you're always in the best position you can be in, right? And so that's our duty, is to love one another and not harm each other, not be trying to take somebody else's wife, not trying to be taking somebody's girl. And if I see somebody struggling, try to help them. You know what I'm saying?
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy works. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right. And so we have one day a week that shows our love to God, and that's the Sabbath. This is a connecting link between us and God, for us to give one day a day of rest where we don't think about how I'm going to pay this bill, how am I going to do this job, or how am I going to do X, Y, and Z, where we refrain from working and commit that day to God, and that's us showing our love and diligence to God, right? And so that would be the seventh day of the week, which we know to be Saturday, right? And so that's one day that we should follow. But I don't want to hold up your time. If you can catch us any other time, like if you had any questions, we could, maybe answer any of your questions. Okay, all praises to the Most High. What's your name, King?
Brian.
Brian? The what? Nice to meet you.
Azariah.
Allah Shah. Aaron. right, brother. Be safe out here, all right?
Brother, you Israel,
Trying
brother.
the best.
Stay warm.
Absolutely, brother. All praises to the Most High.